What's up, LA gang? Toss the scarf over the shoulder. That's cute. I'm gonna have to do that for work. But you tuning in to Fly the LA Way, where I'm taking over the world day by day. Let me tell y'all. So you want to be a flight attendant. You want to hold up cards and point people to their seats. You want to serve beverages and peanuts. That is not this job. That's kind of the job, but that's not really the whole job. Okay, so you want to be a flight attendant. Let me give you some great tips on how to become a flight attendant. It is not hard. No, you don't got to go to school for it. I mean, if you want to, you can, but that is not the only route to go for this job. So, starting with number one, you're going to apply. You're going to go to www.glassdoor.com, search engine flight attendant, or go to Google flight attendant jobs hiring, flight attendant jobs near me. The same way you apply to McDonald's, or the same way you look up on Indeed jobs hiring in my area, you look up flight attendant jobs hiring currently. That's really all it does. That's it. There's really no ifs, ands, or buts to it. Like, it's the most easiest thing in the world is just to apply. But there's some, like, stipulations. That is not a word. There are some stipulations to the job. So if you have any attachments, this may not be the job for you. And when I say attachments, I mean if there's somebody who is dependent on you in your household and you can't go 2 to 4 days at a time without being there, like your dog, your kids, like you don't have nobody to watch them or take care of them during that period while you're out working, this is not the job for you. Also, if you're like super tall, I don't know about every company, but my company has like a height. Like if you scrunch down like this, you can't do your job efficiently. So if you not a certain height, like, you know what I'm saying, this is not the job for you either. Also, ladies, I love you for all of you and everything about you, but there are size limitations as well. But my thing is, size is not the end of you, because, honey, I am a thick madam. So, when I say that to mean as long as you can buckle that seatbelt with no assets or help added onto it, no seatbelt extenders, nothing, you are good to go. If you can buckle your seatbelt without a seatbelt extender, you are more than welcome to apply. Still apply if you can't, like, make it a goal to, like, lose a certain amount of weight, you know what I'm saying, for this job, because, like, this is a career where you gotta be in shape, like, you gotta be ready to go in case of in case of an emergency, because you never know what might pop off. Anyways, after that, once you apply, you are going to get the thank you for sending your submission into this company. We appreciate your application. Okay. For me, my process for my job took about a month. I got my thank you email. I got my video interview. So for me, my video interview was literally just like this. I'm talking to a screen. There's nobody there. A question pops up. I read the question. I answer the question my best ability. And, you know, it records me saying the answer. I watch it. If I like it, I hit next. If I don't, I can re-record it. You get as many chances to re-record as you see fit, because, you know, you want to put your best foot forward. You want to be like, hey, I sound good, or I stutter, let me bring it back. So after that, after I sent that in, it was maybe like 5-6 questions, kind of. After that came the email that said, hey, we want to have a face-to-face. We like seeing you on camera. We like the way you sound. We like what you said. We liked your resume. You look good on paper. You seem okay on camera. Let's get that in person. So they my interview was in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm originally from Greensboro, North Carolina, if you didn't know that. So yeah, it was only an hour and a half drive. I took that drive because, you know, I wanted to be there on time and be ready, you know what I'm saying, get my head in the game. If you were more than 4 hours away, they flew you out for free to the interview. You know, you set your interview date, you say, hey, yes, I'm ready to go. Another key tip is your resume is like really, to me, I feel like that's a really important part, because that's your first impression. That's your first, like, okay, who is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this sounds good. But if you got like grammatical errors and it's not updated, the last job you say you had was in 2013, but you really been working still, like, you know what I'm saying, like, if it's not updated, moral of the story, you want to update it, wonderful resume that you can give to a corporate company, like, check this out, this is me, I want to work for you. You want to look good regardless. Like, if you care about how you look stepping out the house, you might want to care how you look on this piece of paper, period. I don't know why I just looked at that. But after that, I had my interview. The interview was kind of intense. I watched a lot of YouTube videos on like flight attendant tips, how to land a job, what should I wear, what should I do, da 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 da. Everybody's experience was different, so I'll be posting my own videos about that, like what I wore and how I had my hair and like my energy, what I did for my tattoos, because like that's another thing. Like when you research the company, you can see if they allow tattoos, you can see if they like their hair a certain way. You can just, you know what I'm saying, you look into the company that you want to work for. So for me, you know, I just kept my hair how it was. I straightened it, actually. It was shorter at the time, but I straightened it and it looks really nice. I had a nice little suit on, but we're gonna put that in a later video. So yes, it was kind of intense, not too bad. I was in a big room with a bunch of people, like I said, speaking and everything. I made sure I had a question ready to answer, because I feel like that's a part of your interview. Like the moment you step in, your interview begins. Like look at how you walk, how you adjust yourself, how you speak to people. Are you social? Like, can you interact with a crowd easily? Do you talk to them? Are you nervous? Like, do you sit in the back? Do you sit in the front? Like, where do you sit? They just kind of pay attention to all of that. I made sure I asked a very detailed question that showed that I care about the growth in the company, that showed that I did my research, that shows that I'm curious and like moving forward and promotional opportunities. So this is my question. I noticed that the company currently has 7 bases here in the Eastern region. I'm curious to know if the company plans to expand in the West or Midwest regions in the future. Did y'all hear that? That was good. Y'all, I wrote it down. I was ready. I was in there like, I have a question. But it showed, like, when I seen that, I knew how many bases that they had. I knew exactly where they were located. I cared about moving forward and expanding the company and promotional opportunities. They just showed all of that in my character. So that was kind of like, oh, okay. So after that, they took us out of that room, had us come back. They had us read, like, a snippet of, like, the safety briefing announcement, like, your safety is important to us. Please pause for a moment to give your attention to the flight attendant. Show character in that. Like, whenever you read your lines, show character. Like, there's people who was in there like, your safety is important to us. Please pause for a moment. Like, they was real dry. They didn't seem like really enthusiastic for the job. Like, you want to have some character. You want some personality. If you ain't got no personality, this job ain't for you. So then after that, they took us out again. Then it was time for like the one-on-one part. And I was like really like, like you can hear my voice trying to shake a little bit. But I toned it out. I did pretty good. I was okay. They were like, thank you. You know, we'll reach out in about a week. If you know, get the job or not, we'll let you know. Because it's a conditional job offer, CJO. Like, you get the job only if you pass training. You keep the job. So they asked me, like, if I did get the job, when would I be able to start? And I said as soon as possible, the first date available. It just showed that I was urgent and ready, like, to go. Like, now. Like, give me this job. I'm ready. After that, my mom was actually with me during my interview process. She drove with me to Charlotte, and we decided to go to the movies afterwards because I'm like, I need to relax. I need to not think about it. I need to just put it in God's hands. It's in God's hands. Boom. We get to the movie theater parking lot. I get an email. I get a text because I exchanged numbers with some of the people who were there. Just that's another thing. Network while you're there, because everybody lives somewhere else, so you want to see everyone else's like process. You want to kind of know, did you get an email, did you hear anything back yet? Like, it's really good to keep in contact with people. So I exchanged numbers with about 3 other people, and was like, hey, like, you know, just keep my number, such and such. So I got a text and said, hey, check your email, I just got a job offer. I was like, dang, it's been 30 minutes, y'all. 30. I got this in a week. Okay. I look at my email like, I don't tell my mama what I'm doing. I'm just looking at my email, and it says, we'd like to offer you the position as a flight attendant with our company. I was like, like, I freaked out. I was like, mama, I got the job. I got the job. I got the job. Actually, I got the video. I'm about to put the video right here, right now. This is the video of when I got the job. Like, I went on Snapchat and like lost my mind. So this is that clip.
So I just had an interview to be a flight attendant, and your girl got the job.
That is pretty much like how I became a flight attendant. If you have any specific questions or anything you want answers to, please don't be afraid to inbox and drop them down below. I will be doing a Q&A for anyone who has any more like specific questions on how things went, or if you just want to see a certain video about my experience or about the job or like anything. I'll be dropping videos about how pay is, how this may not be the job for you. They'll tell you that in the beginning, like, if you can't handle like a pay, like it's just different, then this might not be the job for you, for real. I'll be dropping like, you know, how uniforms are, just, you know, how training was, just life in the life of a flight attendant. Of course, my travel vlogs are always gonna be on here because y'all gotta see how lit it be being a flight attendant. But thanks for tuning in. Tell a friend to share it for a friend. Like, comment, and subscribe, and keep tuned in.